Hey guys, it's Katie with Vanvis, and welcome to the second installment of a video series we're trying on van cooking. The idea behind this series is to give you both a look into our lives here in the van, as well as some take-home recipes you can make in your own home. So tonight I'm making what I call deconstructed nachos. It's a school night, Tom and I are both tired, and I just want something quick and easy that I can get on the plates as fast as possible. So I'm gonna start with warming up the pan and cutting up some onions, as well as some garlic. I'm not a huge garlic fan, but Tom is, so I like to cut the garlic into larger chunks that I can then pull out once it's on my plate. I like the flavor, but not too much. All right, I'm gonna add the ground beef. I was debating between whether using a pound or a half a pound. I think I'm just gonna cook it all, and then whatever we don't use, I may end up putting half aside for another meal, but I like to just cook it all while I can. Let's see how many times I dropped the spatula this week. So now that I see all of this meat in the pan, I have decided to use just a half of a pound, so I'm gonna save in a glass container, just throw it in the freezer, or maybe just the fridge for a meal later in the week. All right, so the meat, the onions, and the garlic are in the pan. I'm going to open up the pan of black beans next and add those in there. And then comes the taco seasoning. I'm gonna get kind of messy with this and add quite a bit of juice to the pan, just because I want it to kind of give a creamy texture. I'm not gonna add all of it, so I'm actually going to get that. We don't really plan a lot of things in Vanvis. I'm gonna pour out just a little bit, but I'm not gonna drain all of it. So here is the dirty black beans going into the pan, giving it a nice sizzle. And I'm gonna add some salt, pepper, and like I said, the taco seasoning. I think I mentioned this last time, I'm not a very precise home cook, but I just kind of go by eye. Add some pepper, add some salt, add some taco seasoning, however much you like. It's a lot based on taste. I'm adding about a teaspoon maybe of pepper. Tom and I both really like pepper. I always do the taste test just to make sure. You can always add more, but you can't take any away. This is, I'm not sure what the brand is, but it's an organic brand of taco seasoning and very low sodium. So there's a lot of cumin, a lot of, what is in this? Paprika, onion, garlic, cumin, all the good stuff. So I add probably more than I normally would if it was a regular higher sodium brand. So this is actually cooking down fairly well, and I'm gonna start cutting the zucchini. I'm going to both slice and quarter the zucchini so it's nice bite-sized pieces. The only reason I'm using zucchini really over any other vegetable is because that's what we have. And I like to open up the fridge, see what we have, and make something of it. Now I have just a very little bit of this corn and chili salsa that I'm just gonna add for some added flavor. You can also add just regular frozen corn or canned corn. Again, whatever you have, that's my philosophy. Why buy new when you have something you can use? So giving that a stir in. It's really almost finished. I'm just gonna cut up some cherry tomatoes and we will be almost ready to plate. All right, so we are getting ready to plate. I have the meat and vegetable mixture still in the pan. I'm just gonna put some in each of the plates. And then down below I have listed a few topping options. You can always add some extra fresh tomatoes. You could add, I have this cilantro dressing, some hot sauce, and then I'm just going to use tortilla chips to scoop and eat. Tom just informed me that he's a genius in the kitchen, so next episode we'll be featuring him in my spot. It's been a long day for both of us.